Welcome back in, everyone. We're glad to have Dr. Jan Miller. I've got to get used to that, doctor. Old friend, she is the Dean of the College of Education over at UWA, and she's going to be here with us throughout both segments. Always glad to have our friends at UWA. They were heavily involved in our golf tournament a couple of weeks ago. You're here to talk about the Alabama Teacher Apprenticeship Program. First, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you. So glad to be here. And we're excited to talk about the apprenticeship opportunity that the UWA is offering. Governor Ivey actually is piloting a program in the state of Alabama, and she's promoting 40 teacher apprenticeship opportunities. And so there are 4 institutions in the state, excuse me, that are providing this opportunity, UWA being one of them.
Wow.
And basically it allows teachers the opportunity to become teachers without the debt that usually incurs. So what we're doing is we're targeting paraprofessional, which are teacher assistants that are in the classroom, and they often can't quit their jobs to become a teacher. So they do their on-the-job learning while they're in the classroom with a certified teacher kind of co-teaching. And the teacher mentor is also called the journey worker. Yeah. So in their junior year, they work alongside of a certified teacher, and they get 65% of teacher pay.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great? In
Wow.
their senior year, they become the teacher of record, and they get 85% of teacher pay.
That's more than being an intern. I mean,
Yes.
that's, literally in the class, getting paid, and learning to be a teacher as well. What is the demand right now
Yes,
for
the
teachers?
teacher shortage in Alabama is just like it is across the nation. We are extreme levels of teacher shortage.
Really?
In Alabama, the #1 shortage, if you can believe it, is elementary education. It was science, math, and special education. But you know you have a shortage if your shortage is elementary education.
Wow. So you know you're going to have a job, when you get in a profession, you get in this program, you're going to get paid for doing it.
Yes, yes, and a degree.
And you're going to have a job almost picking, wow.
Yeah, and you get a degree in elementary ed or secondary education. Right now, those are the areas. It's any area of secondary ed or elementary education. So you get a degree, you get paid, you get on-the-job experience, you get like 2 years, if you will, of on-the-job training. And it does lead to certification in the state of Alabama. There are a couple of rules, if you will, that Governor Ivey has set. You have to be currently working in a school district in Alabama, and you have to have been there at least 1 year.
Okay.
So these are for those, again, teacher assistants, those parapros in the classroom. They also need to have at least 60 hours of some kind of transfer credit from a community college to be eligible.
Very interesting. Hopefully teachers in Alabama can take advantage of this at UWA. There's your website and a phone number right there. Dr. Jan Miller is our guest. We're going to ask Jan to stay with us, and we're going to be talking about some opportunities at UWA after the break. But first, welcome back in, everyone. Dr. Jan Miller, the Dean of the College of Education at UWA. I love that place. Been connected with it for a long, long time. There's something about this place, and it really is. What else you got for us? Yeah,
we're really excited this fall. We have 2 new initiatives that we'll be implementing. The first one is competency-based education. And so what competency-based education is, we're going to take teacher candidates who are in the classroom, and we're going to assess their skills. So if you've been teaching in the classroom as a teacher assistant, you already know how to manage a classroom. So why should we make you take a class in classroom management?
Makes sense.
So the candidates get to work at their own pace, as quickly or as slowly as they want, and we assess the skills as they, perform them. So it's based on their abilities. Different than seat time in a classroom. So that's competency-based. We'll be doing it for elementary ed, early childhood education, and special education.
Okay.
And then the second initiative, we're going to be launching the first Masters of Dyslexia Therapy in the state of Alabama. Oh, so there's a huge need for literacy across the nation, particularly in Alabama. And so with this degree, our candidates will end with a Master's in Dyslexia Therapy, and they'll have a national certification in CALT, which is a Certified Academic Language Therapist. So they provide intensive language therapy for students that are struggling with reading and also in the area of math.
All happening at UWA. You see the website right there and the phone number there to call. Still got about a minute with you left. Anything else that you'd like to mention?
Well, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the competency-based aspect. It is going to cover the state of Alabama and Mississippi. So if we have parapros that are in the classroom, our teacher assistants in Meridian Public, Lauderdale County, and the surrounding area, and they're interested in going back to school, they're eligible to be part of the competency base. They don't have to stop their job. They get to do it, you know, get to keep their job, take online classes, and then we'll work with their mentor teachers to assess those competencies. So sometimes people think you have to be at the campus to do this, but it's fully online.
That is how you were talking before the break, how your job, our job, it's changed so much. We've been doing it, you've been doing your thing, and but it's changed so much.
Yes, it has. And I mean, the way of the future is online.
No doubt about that. So, Jan, thank you so much. Good to see you, and all that's happening in UWA. Again, there's your website, there's your phone number. If you'd like to find out more about these programs, you crammed in a lot.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
And you got grandbabies in the back.
Yes, sir.
Right behind us, literally. They've been good. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Now to wrap things up.